Perspecta 48 is a student-edited architectural journal from Yale University talking about contemporary architectural discourses and theoretical as well as theoretical essays. This unique characteristic reminds me of some other journals, such as GSAPP platform from Harvard University and Abstract from Columbia University. Perspecta 48 is a collection of a lot of critics' articles from various fields then organized by graduate students. But the other two journals contain personal works from students then organized and edited by professors. Although these three all act as a manifesto to show the academic status of the architectural school, these three journals are totally different not only in their aspects but also in their contents and details. The two articles collected into the Perspecta 48 have the same idea related to amnesia. Amnesia, often seen as a destructive force, might also be understood as a protective one. Thus, the gaps it creates might also provide spaces for invention. Contributions from a diverse group of scholars, artists, explore the paradoxical nature of amnesia. How can forgetfulness be both harmful and generative? What will we borrow or abandon from yesterday to confront tomorrow? What sort of critical genealogies can be reproposed, surprised, or manufactured current practices? So, in Big Data and the End of History, author mainly discussed the technologies of data compression will become unnecessary in the future. The author uses two evidences, search, don't sort, and search, don't tell, to support the claim of the end of classical and modern science. From the technology of Baroque mathematics, logarithms which used by ancient astronomers to modern calculus, from geometrical parallel projection which compress big 3D architectural objects into a set of small flat drawings we don't use anymore in modern architectural design, to modern architectural photograph instead of it. Author thinks that using big data and computation to engage the messy discreteness of nature as it is, in its pristine, raw statue, without a meditation of elegant, streamlined mathematical notations. In other words, the world in the age of big data instead of small data. Personally, I think the editors of the journal want to collect this article to claim the relationship between memory and amnesia of data compression technologies from ancient time to modern time in order to support the main idea of the journal, from logarithms to calculus, from small data to big data. In today, we collect everything. We understand that architecture increasingly equals its historiography with disciplinary, and historians have replaced architects as the protagonists of recent histories of architecture. The field, in fact, is in the midst of a strongly historic movement that is transforming not only history of architecture, but architecture more broadly as well, such as Addison and Peter Smithman's But Today We Collect As, and Peter D. Asman's Notes on Conceptual Architecture. Author gives a definition that an archive is produced by the act of information, extraction that transforms a collection into a momentary coherence. This momentary coherence, I think the archive is a new catalog of architectural objects, and this also be used to discuss the relationship between history and architecture, between the living memory of architects and the traditional archives, between amnesia and history. Finally, Objects, agents, and events require passage through a period of infinite amnesia, a moment without memory or belonging. Their most transformative works take place in that interval between escaping personal memory and being subsumed into history, such as works from Addison. This aspect is another way to enhance the main idea of this journal through the article, talking about history, memory, as well as amnesia, from small data to big data. And soon this monodrama of argument discussion today will become memory, history, or even big data in YouTube, which can be seen by anybody in the future time.